Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving right into a true garden staple, the azalea. Now, it's an absolute knockout in landscaping, for sure, but it actually embodies this wild beauty and the beast dynamic. So, we're going to break down the science behind their massive visual appeal, and then we're going to uncover a highly toxic defense system hiding just beneath those delicate petals. Let's get into it.
Bright pink, vivid red, pure white, deep purple, peach, and yellow. I mean, it's no wonder azaleas completely dominate spring gardens all over the world. They just have this massive, overwhelming spectrum of color. Whether a landscape needs a really delicate pure white for a shady spot or a huge splash of vivid red for a dramatic focal point, this plant absolutely delivers. It's that incredible visual versatility that makes them such a reliable choice for a guaranteed show-stopping spring display.
But, it isn't just the colors themselves. It's the sheer volume of those blooms. I mean, they are these gorgeous trumpet or funnel-shaped flowers that can literally cover the entire plant. During peak season, the foliage practically disappears. The way these delicate flowers are structured allows them to completely engulf the branches, giving you this solid, just breathtaking wall of color.
Okay, let's look at their botanical blueprint for a second. They belong to the Ericaceae family. That's the heath plant family. Now, this means they're close relatives of rhododendrons, which most gardeners know well. But what's really fascinating here is that they are also direct cousins to the blueberries and cranberries sitting on your breakfast table right now. Crazy, right? It's just incredible to think that this purely ornamental spring flower shares a family tree with some of our favorite tart, edible berries.
Within that family tree, you're generally going to encounter two main geographical lineages, Asian species and North American native species. The Asian species are typically evergreen, meaning they hold on to their leaves year-round. On the flip side, the native North American ones are typically deciduous, so they drop their leaves in autumn. And knowing this distinction is absolutely crucial. Why? Because it completely dictates how the plant is going to behave in your yard during those cold, dormant winter months.
The dirt on growing them. They have some serious diva-like soil demands. Getting those spectacular blooms means you have to cater to a very specific underground environment if you want them to actually thrive.
As for ideal growing conditions, these are famously acid-loving plants. They need well-draining soil and organic-rich environments. They absolutely despise heavy, compacted clay or boggy water that will smother their roots in no time. Instead, they demand highly organic-rich soil to really show off. Just picture the fluffy, rich dirt you'd find on a forest floor, full of decaying pine needles and leaves. You kind of have to recreate that airy vibe in your own garden if you want them to succeed.
4.5 to 6.0. That right there is the magic number. The crucial point for any landscaper is hitting that highly specific acidic pH sweet spot of 4.5 to 6.0. If your soil is neutral, or maybe leaning towards alkaline, like above a 7.0, your azalea simply won't be able to absorb the nutrients it needs. It doesn't even matter how much fertilizer you dump on it, it will literally starve in plain sight. So testing and amending your soil to hit that exact 4.5 to 6.0 target, that is the absolute golden rule of azalea care.
But, okay, here comes the toxic plot twist. Beneath all this demanding, delicate aesthetic lies a pretty dark secret. Let's take a look at how this plant actually protects itself. It's the beast hiding right behind the beauty.
Azaleas produce greyonotoxins, sometimes called greyonotoxins. Nature didn't just make these shrubs pretty, it completely armed them. These are natural toxic chemical compounds that act as a harsh defense system against grazing animals. It's highly evolved and designed specifically to stop animals from treating those lush early spring leaves like some kind of free salad bar.
So what are the toxic zones to watch out for? Well, they're found practically everywhere, throughout the leaves, the flowers, and even the nectar. And they are highly toxic if ingested by pets like dogs and cats or livestock. This matters tremendously if you're a pet owner or a farmer. Ingesting even a tiny amount can cause severe medical distress for your animals. So, that gorgeous bush planted right next to your puppy's play area? Yeah, it's actually a significant silent hazard.
Which leaves us with one really vital question to ponder before your next trip to the nursery. Are these vibrant spring displays actually worth the toxic risk to your pets, or does knowing this dark chemical secret completely change how you view these garden queens forever? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning into this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.